Hey guys, today I wanted to talk about how the grass always looks greener on the other side. I'll tell you, I know a lot of you guys that live up north, you know, like I do. A lot of you guys think that, you know, Florida and down south is a wonderful place to be, that frickin' the weather is awesome down there because it's hot all the time. You know, you'd be able to ride your motorcycle year round. You know, think it's so fantastic. You know, when I was a kid, we grew up like, oh man, it was so awesome to take a trip down in the wintertime down to Florida and get a tan and come back and be like, I got me a Florida tan, and other kids would be jealous and be like, oh man, that's awesome. You know, you went to Florida, man, no way, you know how kids are. And it's freaking, you know, everybody thinks it's so awesome down in Florida. Like that's the, you know, the party capital of the world. It's good times down there, man. I will tell you, I felt the same way, and when I was 18 years old, I moved away from Ohio and I went down to Boca Raton. I went to school down there, and I lived in South Florida for 8 years. When I first went down there, man, I thought I was in heaven, dude. I was like, I lived literally probably about 5 minutes from the ocean. I was able to play golf year-round. And I'd say the first first couple of years, I really liked it down there, and I thought it was awesome. I thought, you know, I was the place to be. But then, after the years progressed, living down there and being in constant heat and humidity and dealing with bugs and dealing with we even had a rat, man, that was big as a frickin', it was like 2 feet, as big as like a chihuahua. Big old rat came in our house, man, one time, and yeah, that thing was, man, the tail must have been about 2 feet long. The thing was huge. But it really started to sour my taste for Ohio. I mean, not Ohio, excuse me. Sour my taste for Florida. And I got to the point where, and then our air condition broke down a few times, man. And if your air condition breaks down in the summer out in Florida, man, you are hurting. You are suffering, baby. You are waking up with burning eyes from the sweat. And just a miserable, miserable experience if you don't have air conditioning down in Florida. And next thing you know, and then in the winter time, which is really the best time in Florida because it's a lot cooler down there, but then you get an influx of assholes and a lot of people from up north, a lot of New Yorkers. No hate on the New Yorkers out there, guys. I love you guys. But some of you guys are not the friendliest folks. But the traffic down there was absolutely atrocious in the wintertime. And it freaking used to take me like 45 minutes to get to work. And I worked like about 10 miles from my house. It was just constant gridlock down there. And I got I don't know, and then there's a lot of foreigners down there. I don't have any hate against foreigners, but a lot of you guys come here and you don't speak English, and a lot of you guys, some of you were rude down there. It just seemed that way to me. I mean, a lot of them worked in the fast food places. You go in there to order some food, and they get nasty with you. You couldn't understand what you're saying. I'm like, dude, if you're working in the restaurant, you need to communicate with your customers. It seems like it would be imperative that you'd speak English, you know, because you are in Florida in the United States, and our language is English here. Somehow they hire these people and they can't speak good English. I don't know, but I just got really fed up with Florida. Almost just the big flying cockroaches, which are called palmetto bugs down there. I got sick of those. I got sick of snakes. I got sick of mosquito bites. I just got sick of Florida, and I want to get the hell out of there. So I took a transfer with my ex-fiance, and we went out to Colorado Springs, a brand new city, a new place, a new start, and that was the best thing that happened to my life. When I moved to Colorado, it was awesome, man. Sun, every day it seemed like the sun was out there. I think they get like over 300 days of sunshine a year. No humidity out there compared to Florida, where you feel like you're freaking sweating all the time, like you need to take. I used to take like 3 or 4 showers a day down in Florida, because it's just as soon as you get out of the shower, man, you're sweating. It's the humidity just makes you feel sticky and dirty, and just an unpleasant feeling. And it was just so awesome being in Colorado with no humidity. The sun's out every day. I didn't have to worry about these torrential storms like you get in Florida, where a hurricane was coming, a hurricane threat, or tropical storm where it freaking flooded streets, and then bring out more critters, alligators and snakes, and more bugs. I hate it down there, man. You couldn't go in the woods down in Florida either. And you go in the woods in Florida, you may not. It was like almost like suicide. You go in those woods, you may not come out. They got so many damn poisonous critters and alligators and snakes and shit in the woods out there that shit. You're a one brave soul if you go in the woods in Florida. And I love to go in the woods, man. So that was it sucked for me, because I used to be a Boy Scout. I love camping, and I couldn't do any of that in Florida. I don't think I went in the woods one time. One time I went in the woods in Florida, I went to go retrieve a golf ball once, and almost got freaking sprayed by a skunk. And I haven't been in the woods since in Florida, but I mean, that's likely to happen anywhere though with skunks. But yeah, when I moved to Colorado Springs, man, I loved it out there. Frickin', we went on weekend trips. Every weekend we went exploring some new area in Colorado, ghost towns. Frickin', we used to go to ski resorts. I went to Breckenridge, Keystone, Aspen. It was beautiful, man. Go 4x4, and I bought a 4x4 Pathfinder. I had a beautiful home out there that was facing the mountains. Oh man, it was beautiful out there. But it was awesome to have the changing of the seasons. I love the changing of the seasons. I didn't really appreciate the changing of the seasons until I moved to Florida, and I missed it. In Florida, it's just the same all the time. And it just, I don't know, that's boring for me. I love fall, I love spring, I love winter. I love it, I love all the seasons, and you don't get that down there. So yeah, in Colorado, man, it's such an awesome time. I don't know if you guys seen a couple of my videos that I put up on, I think I put on this channel. One where we went out to Aspen, me and my ex-fiance. And another one, some little small dinky town up in the mountains. But I love that stuff. I love little quaint mountain towns, and because I grew up in a small town, so I love that small town atmosphere. I'm not a big city dude. I'm a country Jake, deep down. But yeah, Colorado Springs is awesome. I wish I had a motorcycle back then when I lived in Colorado too, because they have some really cool roads out there. They have the $1 Million Highway. They've got a lot of cool back mountain roads. And I hope to get out there this year, actually. I want to go do Pikes Peak. So I'm just trying to figure out a way to transport my bike. I don't know if I want to get a trailer or do I want to get a pickup truck. But anyways, getting back to... I moved to Colorado, then I ended up renting my house out and selling my house, and I moved back to Ohio, and because this is where all my family is here in Ohio, and I don't have any family out in Colorado, just friends that I made out there. So you know, you want to be around family. It's all about family, man. That's where your happiness is, you know. But I really come to appreciate Ohio more since I've been, especially since I got my motorcycle, because it has allowed me to really explore Ohio much better than I did, you know, just driving around in a car. I mean, I really appreciate the country roads out here, the small little Ohio towns, the Amish towns, and the Amish restaurants, and like I said, the changing of the seasons. I love it. It's just something different. It's something to look forward to, you know. So, you know, like I said, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. So for those of you guys that live up north, you know, stop dreaming about Florida, because believe me, Florida's not all it's cracked up to be. But I know a lot of you guys that live in Florida, you love it down there, and you know, that's fine, to each his own. But for me, the grass wasn't greener down there for me, and I appreciate Ohio. And this is where I'll be, either here or, I don't know, maybe in the future I may move back to Colorado. No, I love Colorado too, but until then, I'll be here in wonderful Ohio with the friendly people of Ohio here. So, hey folks, until next time, catch you later.